Within 72 hours of DJ Warras'S tragic death, the South African police landscape shifted in ways few expected. General NHL Landler MKHwanazi had already identified 3 persons of interest, deployed specialized forensic teams across 2 provinces, and coordinated surveillance operations that would culminate in an arrest shaking the nation. The speed was unprecedented, the precision surgical, and the implications far-reaching. This wasn't just a murder investigation. It was a demonstration of how leadership, strategy, and meticulous planning can intersect to dismantle complex criminal networks. The question many ask is simple yet unsettling. What does this reveal about power, influence, and accountability in South Africa's justice system? The announcement of the arrest came through official police channels on a Tuesday morning, but the groundwork had been quietly laid weeks earlier. General MKHwanazi's calm intensity suggested this wasn't a routine press briefing. Every step, from evidence collection to tactical deployment, was calculated. The arrest reflected a philosophy where speed meets procedural rigor, showing that modern policing can navigate high-pressure environments without compromising the integrity of justice. And yet, the case has sparked broader debates. When high-profile figures become victims, does public pressure help or hinder the investigation? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Would this case have moved so fast without DJ Warras'S celebrity status? DJ Warras'S, born MKHwanazi, represented more than just entertainment. He was a cultural bridge, blending traditional sounds with contemporary production in ways that resonated nationally. His murder revealed a disturbing pattern of violence affecting creative professionals, raising urgent questions about the safety of artists and the broader urban crime trends that permeate social networks in South Africa. Witness cooperation was plentiful, but separating fact from speculation became a critical challenge for investigators. How does a justice system maintain objectivity under a media microscope? And more importantly, should celebrity status dictate investigative priority? General MKHwanazi's career context provides insight into why this case unfolded as it did. He is not a desk-bound officer. His trajectory includes frontline tactical experience, specialized organized crime training, and navigating politically sensitive investigations. He has managed kidnapping rings, complex fraud, and gang-related operations that required coordinating multiple units simultaneously. His leadership uniquely combines old-school detective instincts with a willingness to leverage cutting-edge forensic technology. Have you noticed how leadership style can drastically change the outcome of high-pressure situations? Within the first 48 hours, MKHwanazi had assembled a dedicated task force, including homicide detectives, digital forensic specialists, and organized crime analysts. Early suspicions suggested the murder was more than a spontaneous act. It was layered with connections, motives, and networks that required expert evaluation. Witness statements were recorded, cross-referenced, and meticulously analyzed before progressing to the next phase. By day 5, a detailed timeline of the victim's final 72 hours was established, mapping every interaction, location, and transaction. This micro-level analysis would later expose inconsistencies in alibis and create an airtight case. Mobile phone data became a pivotal evidence stream, not just from the victim, but from suspects' devices. Tower information placed individuals in locations contradicting their statements. Ballistic analysis, financial tracking, surveillance footage, and witness testimony converged, each piece reinforcing the other. It was a multi-layered approach designed to withstand legal scrutiny. How often do we consider the depth of forensic work that underpins high-profile arrests? And yet, this type of analysis remains invisible to the public eye until results are announced. The suspect's profile challenged initial assumptions. This was not a stranger, but someone within DJ Warras'S social circles, someone familiar with the victim's routines, venues, and associates. Prior law enforcement records showed no violent behavior of this magnitude, though mounting financial pressures may have influenced actions. The individual's post-incident behavior, disappearing from shared networks, altering routines, triggered investigative suspicion, proving how behavioral analysis can be as crucial as tangible evidence. Social media became a double-edged sword. While it generated public leads, it also created noise and distraction. General MKHwanazi strategically limited information release to prevent tip-offs to suspects while monitoring online chatter to understand potential reactions. In one instance, a suspect's online behavior inadvertently revealed knowledge not publicly known, reinforcing the case. High-profile investigations act as templates for future operations. Lessons learned, from strategic evidence layering to interagency coordination, inform both procedural reform and officer training. Can lessons from celebrity cases realistically improve overall law enforcement effectiveness? The case also functions as a lens on urban violent crime, exposing vulnerabilities in social networks, financial pressures, and behavioral indicators that often precede major incidents. Awareness of these factors can inform preventative strategies. Are communities sufficiently educated on these subtle warning signs? The arrest sparked national reflection on systemic accountability. Leadership competence, interagency collaboration, and forensic sophistication were central to success, but questions remain about equity and resource distribution in the broader justice system. How often does efficiency come at the cost of perceived fairness? Witness management, evidence chain maintenance, and long-term prosecution strategy illustrate the sustained effort required beyond the headline arrest. High-profile cases are rarely concluded with a single event. Rather, they demand months of disciplined follow-through. Are citizens aware of this extended investigative reality? By the conclusion of the investigation phase, General MKHwanazi's strategy had become a blueprint for complex, high-pressure cases. Multi-layered evidence, social media monitoring, and community intelligence created a comprehensive, prosecution-ready case. The broader impact may reshape expectations for rapid response and methodical investigation in violent crimes. This case leaves lingering questions. How many similar crimes go unaddressed due to lack of visibility? Does societal attention dictate investigative intensity? And most importantly, what does it mean for a system when swift justice coincides with meticulous procedural integrity? These are questions that will remain unresolved, echoing in public discourse long after the cameras leave, forcing reflection on the nature of justice, power, and accountability in South Africa today. The arrest of DJ Warras'S alleged killer is more than a headline. It is a mirror of systemic capacity, leadership acumen, and societal priorities. It challenges observers to ask uncomfortable questions about who receives protection, how resources are allocated, and whether justice is consistent for all citizens. What will the public demand next, and how will law enforcement respond? The answers may define not just one case, but the future of high-profile criminal investigations in the country.